Stop sharing, doctor.
Yes, please stop sharing.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
invite the next group, Group B. So Group B, just update me who is inside your group. If any group didn't present today, we will consider that you didn't present. That means you will get 0 for this assignment.
We are
So
here,
where's
sir.
Group B?
We are here.
Okay, Group B, who's your members?
Me and Bara'a Alawi, and there is some other members. Your Anis. Abu Saki. Only four.
Only 4?
Yes.
Okay, let me read. If there are any name not exists in your group, just let me know. So I have here Abdurrahman, Muhammad, Abdu, Ismail. Is he
We have
exist?
3 members who withdrew the course and is out of the group.
dropped?
So only
Okay,
us
please.
four.
Okay, who dropped the course?
The course for dismissed it.
Okay, can you remember the names?
Muhammad Arsul, Mahmoud Iqbal.
Just a minute. Okay, one by one. Muhammad Asol.
Yes.
Oh, I cannot. Muhammad Asol and
Mahmoud Iqbal.
Muhammad Iqbal.
Mahmoud.
Muhammad Iqbal, okay.
Adil Rahman.
Okay.
Adil Rahman.
Abdul Rahman, huh?
Adil Rahman.
Yes. Oh, Adil. Abdul Rahman.
Yes.
So Abdul Rahman. Who else? So let me update your group. So Asol is not your Asol. We remove Abdul Rahman. We remove Iqbal, is it? So you are now 4. Abu Sakib, Bara'a, Mahmoud Ibrahim, and Nur Anis Izzati. صحيح؟
صحيح.
Okay. واصل.
Doctor, should we go for group C or what?
Group B.
Okay.
Now Group B, please. Where's Group B?
Should I start the presentation?
Yes, please, Mahmoud.
Okay. Second. Am I sharing right now? Just tell me what. So was the advancement of science in the Dark Ages,
Mhm.
and the time span from 400 to 1100. After Dark Ages, Dark Age or Arabian Middle Age. Following the fall of Rome in 4768, Europe
Okay, the
entered
presentation
the
you are presenting from your phone.
yeah yes
Okay, can you just what you call make your turn your phone so the size will be clearer. Turn like that your phone, like this, so the size will be clearer.
okay. Dark Age or Arabian Middle Age. Following the fall of Rome in 4768, Europe entered the Dark Ages. Catholic dominated Greece. To quote Volature, barbarism, superstition, and ignorance covered the face of the world. Development was at a low level. Knowledge and education. The atmosphere did not support the development of science activities. The inconsistent attitude of the church was an obstacle to the development of science. Education was centered in the monasteries and cathedrals. Education into the Christian worldview. Christianity is a religion of the book, so Christians must be literate. And by the 6th teaching and the learning moved to the study of biblical teachings at the center of education. Knowledge of science. It was the primary language of science. As the knowledge of Greek climbed, the Latin West found itself late Roman attempts to translate Greek writing into Latin had limited success. Latin speakers who wanted to learn about science had access to only a couple of summarized Greek handbooks in Latin. Various reason later led them to study medicine methods, astronomy, geometry, advanced knowledge. With knowledge being advanced, charges of universities being built emerged. Islamic ruling and expansion of Islam throughout the world, the whole world, caliphate ruling made knowledge spread more. The Islamic Golden Age philosophers and scientists and engineers of the Islamic world contributed enormously to technology. Western Europe remained less developed compared to the Islamic world, even in the end of the Arabian Middle Age. Okay. The inconsistent attitude of the church is an obstacle to the development of science because almost all worldly knowledge has a foreign element. Popular science education is based on curriculum containing arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy subjects. Science is defined as a philosophy that empathizes a qualitative approach. Less scientific activities are held. No experimental concepts, hypotheses, conjectures, thinking. A method to acquire all knowledge of future. Knowledge is considered to belong to the church institution and only the church has answer to all phenomena. Change of church attitude toward science. From a span time from 1100 to 1400. Science of the Middle Ages in Europe represented the study of mathematics, not philosophy, in medieval Europe. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire and the decline of Greek knowledge, Christian Western Europe was cut off from important source of ancient knowledge. Also, a group of Christian clergy and scholars such as Isidore and P. Saint maintained a spirit of rational inquiry. During the early Middle Ages, Western Europe experienced a period of scientific stagnation. But by the middle of the Middle Ages, Western civilization flourished again and took the head in scientific discoveries. It started when Gerbert or like Jacob Sylvester II promoted the study of Arab and Greco-Roman arithmetic, mathematics, and astronomy, reintroducing to Europe the abacus and armillaris, which had been lost to Latin Europe since the end of Greco-Roman era. He is said to be the first to introduce in Europe the decimal number of using Arabic numerals. He also found the concept of the book does not deny the existence of God. Useful knowledge for Christians, such as the knowledge of astrolabe, abacus, and the Christianity and Islam has many similarities. Is it enough?
Did you finish your slides?
Sure. The Islamic Golden Age. The Islamic Golden Age refers to the period in the history of Islam traditionally dated from the 8th to the 13th century. This period is traditionally understood to have begun during the reign of Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashid from 786 to 809 with the creation of the House of Wisdom in Baghdad. Science, economic development, and culture flourished. Nestorian Christians played an important role in the formation of Arab culture. The developments of Islamic Golden Age, literature and papers brief from China into Muslim regions in the 8th century. Paper was easier to manufacture than parchment, and the least likely to crack than papers. Paper makers devised assembly line methods hand copying manuscripts. This non-fiction from the Islamic world is the book of 1001 Nights. Science and mathematics. Scientists recovered country on mathematical, geometric, and astronomical knowledge in calculus. The scholar Al-Hazim has discovered the central muse, the fourth power. The term algorithm is derived from the name of scholar Al-Khawarizmi, used the Arabic numerals. Medicine. Medicine is a central part of medieval Islamic culture. Islamic physicians developed a large and complex medical literature. Islamic medicine was built on tradition, chiefly as theoretical and practical knowledge developed in India, Greece, Persia, and Rome. Or ceramics and glass, metalwork, textiles, illuminated manuscripts, and woodwork flourished during the Islamic Golden Age. Manuscript illumination became an important and greatly respected art, and portrait, miniature painting, calligraphy, and essential aspect of written Arabic, developed in manuscripts and architectural decoration. Is Arabic. Detail of Arabic decoration at the Alhambra in Spain. Arabesque in Islamic art is used to symbolize the transcendent, invisible, and infinite things. This is a form of calligraphy of the called Dinar, 10th century in Syria, architecture and tile work. The mosque outlined geometric patterns in archway and the Sultan's Watch Man Green Mosque in Borgia. Borza. The Guri tapework forming 10 points of pentagons. And we have reached to an end. I have finished.
Excuse me, doctor. Group B say he has finished the presentation.
Okay, thank you for Group B for your presentation. Actually, from what we have from Group B, they also said more information about the slides, explain more about it. But I have some questions for you, or one question. I'll give you one question only. In general, why the Dark Ages have this name? Why they call it Dark Age? Why it was Dark Age? Group B, can you answer? Anyone from Group B? No one? Can anyone want to answer this question?
Doctor, can you repeat the question?
Okay, the question is, you friend just now present about Dark Age. So why the
Yes.
Dark Age got this name? Why they call it Dark Age?
Doctor,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you talking.
So again, the Dark Age, explain about the Dark Age, why they call it Dark Age. Can you hear my voice? Tan, can you hear my voice? Cannot.
Yes, doctor, we can hear you.
So Mahmoud, why you cannot hear my voice? Bara'a, can you hear my voice?
Yes, doctor.
So what is the answer? Why they call it Dark Ages? Anyone?
Because
Because
the
the lack of good literature at the time.
Because again,
The lack of good literature at the time.
the dark nature,
The lack of good literature.
the light of
doctor, because the people were underdeveloped.
Okay, the people was underdeveloped. Okay, one of the good answers. Okay, guys. Actually, the dark ages because based in science advancement. Because today we are at this course we are discussing about the thinking and the science development. When is the thinking is rigid? When is the thinking is very limited? Not what you call subjected to change, not subjected to not flexible. So the life of people becomes slow, the advancement of people becomes slow, and the mind where you can find a lot of ignorant people, and where you can find a lot of ignorant people, also you can find a lot of minds, nonsense thinking. So that's why they call it the dark ages. Okay, let me give also opportunity to the following group.
Hello, Doctor. This is Group C. Should we present right now?
Yes, please go ahead. Al-Nadari.
Yes, my name is Mustafa.
Mustafa, okay.
All right. I will,
So you are
sharing.
from group C, is it?
What?
You are from group C.
Yes, we are Group C.
So your group C is still 7 members?
No, actually, we are 4.
So
I am, and there's 3 other members.
So who exit exit from your group? Do you know?
They didn't join in the first place.
But their name is still there, is it?
Yeah. I mean, they didn't join the WhatsApp group, so and
okay, for
they
those
like more than one.
okay, I will take. Okay, let me be honest to you. I will take an action for those who are not joining the group activities. So we have, I think we have 2 or 3 group works. If you are not involving at that group activities, you will get 0. Okay. Just please, who's talking now?
It's me, Edith. I have a question.
Before that, who's talking now?
It's me, Dr. Edith.
Mustafa. So Mustafa, please report to me those who didn't join your group, please.
Sure,
Just,
no problem.
report them to me. And okay, who have questions just now?
It's me, Edith. I have a question. Doctor,
Okay.
when I joined the WhatsApp group, I think like the groups were already assigned, so I'm not sure which group I'm in.
Okay, Edip,
yes.
I already informed you. Edip, you are group C.
Did you
I already informed you, is it? I already informed you.
I'm not sure. Okay, group C. All right, Mr. Thank you.
No, I already informed you. I'm very sure about it. I can show you
from the last class.
No, from
Maybe
since you message me. You messaged me that day. I already assigned you to the group C and inform you you are at the group C now. So please join the WhatsApp. So join the group WhatsApp. Later, Mustafa, give him the link, please.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, you can go ahead, Mustafa, please.
Okay, I will start sharing right now.
Yes.
All right, can you see my screen, Doctor?
Yes, sure.
All right, we're gonna talk about the knowledge transfer process. The development of Islam in Arabia. Its location, which is close to the ancient civilization that we are talked about in this chapter, and their achievements in science and technology influenced the Arabia. So let's talk about the location about Arabia. It is located here. This is the world map, and this is Arabia. This is the one in green. Hope the
what is the full name? What is the full name?
Arabia. you know, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, and Oman, United Arab Emirates, and Qatar, Kuwait also.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So any questions about this? The first point, the first piece of information. Anyone want to ask anything? Okay, I will go to the next one. Knowledge such as art and literature, such as this word, like books and articles and this sort of thing. This sort of things, books and articles, and science and technology from this ancient civilization that we talked about in this chapter. Began to transfer to the Arabs and Muslim population through hukama. This is an Arabic word which means actually pronounced hukama. This word actually means wise people. I wrote a note here, but I don't know. I don't see it why it's not working. All right. This is an Arabic word, means wise people. Okay. It's pronounced in Arabic, hukama. Those who are experienced, and we can call them as experts. Any questions regarding this point, this piece of information? Okay, moving on. Society named the science of society from civilization before them as ulum al-awwalin. Also, this is an Arabic word, which means science of the ancients. These sciences evolved and became more advanced and civilized. I have difficulty pronouncing this word, but mean
Civilized.
developed.
Okay.
All right. It can be. It was more developed by Islam principles, which we learned about in the previous chapters. Any questions regarding this slide? Okay, we're gonna move on to the next slide, which can another member represent. I'll stop sharing right now.
Okay, for Bobsi, I'll give you 4 minutes more. Finish.
Now the other member can represent in our group. Abdullah, you can represent now.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam wa barakatuh. Abdullah.
Also called the Old Wisdom. And this is because the House of Wisdom or the Treasury of Wisdom was the first scientific house established in the age of Islamic civilization, which was established during the reign of the Al-Khalifa Al-Abbasi Harun al-Rashid and was based in Baghdad. Islam flourished to cities before Islamic civilization such as Greek, Persian, Indian, Egyptian, and those, for example, Alexandria in Egypt, and Edessa in Turkey, and Kandishapur in Persia, which is Iran right now. The elitists among the Muslims who controlled these cities began to rebuild the scientific tradition. Greek science was later developed by Muslims. Thank you. Any question?
Okay, go ahead. Did you finish?
No, doctor, there is another one from my group.
Okay, please go ahead.
The other member right now is gonna represent. I don't know if she has internet difficult issue or something. We'll text her and see. Just 1 second, doctor, please. Is it all right? Is it okay?
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Sorry, doctor.
It's okay. Walaikum salam wa
Okay.
barakatuh.
Okay, my name is Laika binti Zulkarnain. I will explain about the emergence of science in Islamic civilization. Okay, in the 6th century, Islam in the Arab will begin to take root. For our information, at the time when Islam emerged, there were two rival superpowers in the wider region, the Persians and the Byzantines, which had been at loggerhead for many centuries. The crucial battles between these two great empires occurred during the early stages of Islam. There is a lack of historical research on the Byzantine-Persian campaign in the light of the Quranic prophecy. This may be due to the effect there are many contradictions and confusion in Muslim exegetical literature. Okay, the Arab world is surrounded by the Byzantine and Neo-Persian empires. The Byzantine Empire is Christianity based in Constantinople. Okay, the next one is Persians, which is Sasanian people who is worshipper of the sun god and adherent of Zoroaster teachings. Islam spread rapidly, which eventually became a challenge to the two great powers. Okay, the Islam to the east and west also had an impact on the development of knowledge, which is science and technology. The early Arab society adhered to the notion of tabla rasa, which is an idea that assumed that every mind of individual is empty and will only be filled when he goes through and feels an experience. This idea developed and enable them to achieve exciting success. Okay, next I will pass to the next presenter.
So who is the next person?
Maybe he's putting a headset because there is noise outside. Just 1 second, doctor.
Okay.
Dr. He messaged me. He's talking, but we can't hear him. So I will tell him to log in and log out. Okay.
Okay, cut.
Sorry for these issues, but this is because it's online, not in face-to-face.
You can hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you. Please present.
So the basis of the images of Islamic science can be concluded as a result of the heritage of science and knowledge from the peoples around the Arab society, including Sumeria, Babylon, Egypt, Greek, Persia, and India. So the Sumeria location was here in the Arabia, and the Babylon's empire was right here, and Egypt was in the south of Africa, near to the Arabia, and here is the location of India. And for the ancient Greek was a little bit farther. So, and the second was inspiration from the Quran and Hadith. Third, the intellectualism of scientists, philosopher, Muslim thinker during the 500 years of greatness of Islamic history. And this phenomenon allows achievement in various branches of science. Any questions? So that is for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for Group C. Anyone else? Did you finish Group C?
Yeah, we were finished. This was the last test, slide we have to present.
So can any one of you give us a conclusion for your slides? What do you conclude from your slide? What is the lessons that you understand from your slide just now? So I want one of the groups to explain to us what is the lessons that you we took from the slides from the topic that you explained.
We know how did the knowledge developed into Arabia. This is the part we can conclude this is from my part, and each one of us will conclude what he says in 2 sentences or so. Other members, please, you can speak right now.
Okay, thank you, Anadari. No need everyone to talk. So what the lessons we took is the main topic that our friends just talked about is the process of transferring the knowledge to the Arabia. And Anadari, Mustafa already explained to us about the location of Arabia, the cities or the countries that nearby, and the civilizations that nearby the Arabia. So the sciences of Arabs taken from Persian, from what you call Iran, from the Byzantines, which is European nowadays, and from Indian. Okay, I would like to thank this Group C, for the good presentation.
Doctor, we are sorry for taking so long.
That's okay, no problem. Okay, Also, you remind me to emphasize the timing. Each group are giving only 10 minutes, not more. So the next group is group D, A, B, C, D. Which is Farah, Tiara, Nazmul, Alam, yes, Nazmul Alam, Abdurrahman, Yasir, Islam, Mahmoudul, and Farah Adiba. Are you there? Are you ready?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. So did I mention all the groups correctly? You have 6 members at your group D.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, please go ahead.
So now I will explain about Islam as an inspiration in the development of knowledge and science. The rise of Islam and the birth of Muslim intellectualism occurred because first, intellectual activity is driven and encouraged by our Prophet Muhammad SAW to acquire and to gain knowledge in various fields of knowledge, including science and philosophy. And then the second point, intellectual and cultural transformation among Arab society. At the first period, which is in 19th century, characterized by constitutionalism, parliamentarism, and literary experimentation, it is called transform of traditional ways of thinking and living. And then after direct contact with Western modernity, some Middle Eastern leaders adopt modern socio-political structures and then become aware of the developments in the West. And then Middle Eastern intellectuals try to revolutionize their own cultural, science, and political situation, and then learning about the new sciences and reforming political structures become significant.
And the third point is integration of science. The first is religion, rational, and experiment. There is no contradiction between religion and science. Science and religion are closely related. Science concerns itself with the natural and religion with the supernatural. Science focuses on testable claims and hypotheses, whereas religion focuses on individual belief. Both are place an emphasis on a will to know or understand the world.
Okay, now I'm talking about the Center for Knowledge Development in the Islamic world, Baghdad, Damascus, Cordoba, and Cairo. The first point is there are many well-known centers of knowledge development in Islam. Second point is 4 major centers, namely Baghdad, which is the capital of Iraq, Damascus, which is the capital of Syria, Cairo, which is the capital of Egypt, and Cordoba, which is the city in Spain. Last part is those 4 cities are famous for their rapidly growing scientific centers in various disciplines.
Yeah, I cannot hear your voice. What happened?
Ahmadun, are you here?
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam wabarakatuh.
Renaissance. The Renaissance is a period of European history that covers the period between 14th and 17th century. It is an extension of Middle Ages and is connected by the Enlightenment to modern history. The first effect of the Renaissance were discovered in Italy, and its arrival was to accommodate most European countries. It is considered by some scholars to be beginning of the modern age. Start with the effect. After the Crusades, understand the knowledge, the government body in its translation movement. The fall of Constantinople began to Greek and translate material into Latin. Started moving to Italy. 1492, Jews and Muslims were expelled and deprived of technology, knowledge, etc. That from us.
Did this go finish? Your voice wasn't clear actually.
Yes, Dr. We finished.
Okay, thank you. This was group D. And can anyone conclude what you present about? Just clearly for 1 minute. So you presented about Renaissance. So can you tell me what is the meaning of Renaissance? Then we move on. Any one of you, what is Renaissance? Anyone of the group?
Yes, Dr. Renaissance is a period in European history marking the transition from the Middle Ages to modernity.
So Renaissance is a period of time in the European history that movement, the translation movement started from the Arab world, is it? And the developing of the science started already. Okay, we go to the next group. Group E. So group E is Farid Zaman, Jiang, Abdullah Ali, Fatin, Nur Shuhada, Monica N, Nur Aina, Risiba. Is it Risiba Sarabanan?
Wait, Doctor, I now want to share screen.
Okay. So group E, you are 7 members, is it?
Six actually. We're six.
Correct? Correct?
Doctor, the other person is from another section, but we are 6 only.
Who is this? Who is this?
I am Abdullah Ali Noor.
Abdullah Ali, you are from?
Group E.
Okay, you are talking about who, Abdullah?
There is one person for our group, but he is another section.
Yeah, what is his name? What is his
his
name?
Rishiba Saravanan.
Oh, the last one. It's from section 26. Risiba, are you here? So I just remove here from your section. Receiver. Receiver. Let me see receiver.
Yes, I am in Group D. Ajmala.
So I think Reciba, she dropped the subject.
Risiba said that she has changed the section for this course.
Okay, so she is not with us anymore, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so I already removed her name. Okay, please start your presentation.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I wanted to make a little bit introduction for nine factories accelerating the Renaissance. The Renaissance reshaped European culture, freed European from theocratic control, respected and developed human rights, and thus expanded production and demand, which was tantamount expanded the power of capital and promoting the development of capitalism. First, economic change from feudal to independent. From that part, before the word feudal come from feudalism, that means a set of legal and military custom in medieval Europe that flourished between the 19th until 15th countries, and that was means like legal to change freedom economy. The second, R&D Ball and Henry means R. Trinket Ball born March in 15,000 Storan Castle, Staffordshire, died November 1558 in London. This party was like English prelate who broke with a King Henry V11 over Henry and anti-Bible policies, and later become cardinal and powerful figure in the government of the Roman Catholic Queen Mary Tudor. His father, Sir Richard Ball, was a cousin of King Henry. And that part, Kettenberg and printing in German, printing in Kettenberg. It was a little, I get a little information for that part. The 11th edition in 1910 until 11, there was Encyclopedia Britannica, not uniquely in its day, gave honor of inventing the printing press Lorena Coster of Hirden, later research in 20th century, which has more or less become common constantly, give it Jonathan Kettenberg. Okay. Number 4, intellectual development refers to a person's growing ability to learn in relation to the world around him or her. Number 5, change the way of thinking and culture causes the public begins to play a role. Okay, and now I will call Jian Xin to complete this part.
Hey, Jiang, are you there? Where's Jian? What happened? Okay, maybe Jian not here.
He has internet problem, I guess.
Oh.
Abdullah, you can carry on.
Okay, can anyone take a place? Present.
Doctor, he said I have bad connections, so I'll try to end it completely.
Actually, I want you guys to stand by. Once you come your 10, you already stand by and you can start already. Now we are waiting and waiting and waiting.
Number 6, art. Art in a period of Renaissance, printing, sculpture, architecture, music, and literal period during 14th until 15th and 16th countries, European and their combined influences of an increasing awareness nature, arrival of classical Lenin, and more individualistic view of man. Philosophy and humanism, rational secular element, reject religion. Religion, but testing free to think, translate, understand, no general leader, take into account the atmosphere. So, number 9, social blacklist. I have a little bit information for this part. If I try, the blacklist was agreed in better to the Renaissance movement.
Did you open the slide? Because I see it's the same slide.
The same slide, Doctor. Because I stopped in number 5 and then I try to start back.
Okay.
So the social blacklist in the Renaissance time was agreed in better to the Renaissance movement during the spread of the blacklist. Money misunderstood money from theocracies and don't solve the problem. So undoubtedly reduce it to the authority of the church in the minds of the people. Then people began to look in new ways to solve the spread of the blacklist across Europe. The spread of the blacklist also led to the emergence of Humanism. The shadow of which brought by the blacklist a huge impact on people values, and ideological concepts, making people beliefs begin to collapse. And that is it.
Okay, thank you, Abdullah. So did you finish?
Yes, doctor, in this part.
In this part, so who else?
Greetings, my name is Monica. Now I'm going to present about effects of the Renaissance. Here it's divided into three main categories, which are general, social, and public secularism. This mainly emphasizes ethics, where ethics is called moral philosophy, discipline concerned with that what is morally good and bad and morally right and wrong. The terms is also applied to any system or theory of moral values or principles. In general, the Renaissance believes that life will only be good if they practice ethics. This makes them understand nature by thinking only rather than a matter of factual knowledge in the way the science and other branches of inquiry are. In this sense, ethics is equivalent to freedom of thought. Secondly, social secularism. As we know, secularism is any movement in society directed away from otherworldliness to the life on earth. In the Middle of Ages of Europe, there was a strong tendency for religious persons to despise human affairs and to meditate on the God and afterlife. As a reaction to this medieval tendency, secularism at the time of Renaissance exhibited itself in the development of humanism, when people began to show more interest in human culture achievements and the possibilities of their fulfillment in this world. As a result, the Renaissance free of religion, where religion does not enter politics. From this, we can see that influence of religion is reduced in the social life and no longer important. Okay, now I pass to my friend Fatin to explain about politics secularism.
Okay, hi. So I want to present effect of Renaissance in politics. First point is politics was originally controlled by religions. And the second, politics was changed in four phases. First is separate religions. Second is politics mixed with religious matter. Third, political power is broader. And the last, politics dominates religions. Okay, so I will pass to the next person.
Hi. So now I will tell about science revolution on 1550 until 1700. Okay, so first is the result of the Renaissance flourishing in the Enlightenment. So during the Renaissance, then it came with the Enlightenment. So the Enlightenment is the European intellectual movement of 17th and 18th centuries. The Renaissance is about humanist movement and the Enlightenment is more on intellectual movement. And then the scientists questioned and changed the thinking and belief of the church. It is because the science revolution resulted in the emphasis of knowledge and intellect, which is led to the emergence of new ideas as well as scientifically pattern research. And then the third one, the emergence of scientific communities such as the Royal Societies of London and the Academy of Royal Science. The Renaissance movement has engendered a spirit of curiosity and critical thinking among the people. That result was rapidly progress in science, art, painting, architecture, and so on. Then Faridul Zaman will continue for presenting.
Good morning, everyone. I am Faridul Zaman. I will continue on Science Revolution 1550 to 1700. Heliocentric theory challenges geocentric theory. According to the geocentric model, Earth is at the center of the universe, and the Sun, Moon, stars, and planets all are orbiting the Earth. In the 16th century, Copernicus proposed the heliocentric model in which the Earth and planets revolve around the Sun at the center of the universe. Then other astronomers like Galileo, Kepler, Newton had worked and contributed to establish and enhance the heliocentric model. The emergence of scientific methods, either theoretical or experimental form. So in that era of scientific revolution, the advancement of science had begun. Scientists started using these two methods to propose and prove their idea. Theoretical explanation with mathematical equation or logical explanation. And when it is possible, then they conducted laboratory experiments to explain and prove their theory. Then causing European hegemony to the rest of the world is technologically possible. It was science revolution what made possible European hegemony to the rest of the world. And the main factor leading to the shift from a religion-based paradigm to a secular paradigm. Actually, this scientific revolution had led people to shift from religion-based paradigm to secular paradigm because people started thinking science and religion are two different paths. So when they concentrate more on the scientific practice, consciously or unconsciously, they are shifted from religion-based paradigm to secular paradigm. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for group, it was group E, is it? So group E. We only have Jiang, she still cannot present. Okay, can anyone of the group E conclude what the presentation was about? Give us a short conclusion.
Doctor, actually, we talked about 9 factors accelerating the Renaissance, and then we talked about effects of Renaissance, and then we present the scientific revolution.
Okay, thank you very much for group E. I just was attracted by the scholarism politic, and this shows us how the politic dominate the religion at the end. So they said that it takes stage by stage. The politic was originally controlled by religion at the first stage. Then the relationship between politics and religion changed in 4 phases or stages. Now spread the religion from the life or from the science or from the politics. Then politics mix with religious matters. So the politicians start interfere in the religion. Last time the religious people interfere and control the politics, but now the politicians start to interfere in religion. Then the political power is become broader than the religion. Then the end politics dominate religion. This is what we can see today at the media, that politicians use or sometimes they misuse the religion, and they sometimes they talk in behalf of religion. They can make someone out of religion. Someone is good in religion. This good according to the religion, but they manipulate the religion according to their interest. Okay, guys. From my record here, we still have 3 groups, but the time shows to 12:36. So I think we don't have enough time. I actually do want to trouble you more at Bulan Ramadan or the Ramadan month. So I want the 3 groups, Group F, Group G, and Group H. Record your presentation. So record your presentation and then submit inside the WhatsApp group. I will give me the link. I will share it at the group 25 and group 46. At the same time, put it or submit your presentation at the e-learning. So next week we will start with what you call section 26. They are going to present chapter 4 of part 1. So for the chapter 4 and then for the section 26, what you are going to do actually, better record first. So we don't have to have interruptions like today because of internet connections, what you call the mic connections. Just record your presentation first, then share it with us. No problem. I accept that. But in the presence of all of you, so you need to stand by to answer my question. Boleh? Is it possible?
Actually, Doctor.
Group F, Group G, Group H, you need to again record your presentation and send it to me. Later I will share it among the groups. And for the section 26, maybe later you can write down inside the group what is my request. So my request is for each group, record first. So you have 1 week. Record first your presentation. And once our class started, you can share your recording only. Okay, done? Is it clear?
Okay, Doctor. Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, so thank you everyone. Okay, inside the e-learning, I just want to share with you new file. I just shared new file at the e-learning at this week, 18 April, which is video examples. Some of you ask for video examples, so I already share it inside the e-learning at the week 18 April to 24 April. Okay, for those who already present for the group 25, section 25, I want to see all your presentation today inside the assignment, which is at the 18 April to 24 April. Thank you, everyone.
Excuse me, Doctor. You mean the slides or the video or both?
Slides only.
Okay. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Slides only that. Let's go there. Want to know what is the slides so I can keep. Again, I encourage all the group members to be active inside your group. If anyone not active, please, the chief of the group, please report to me. And I want the chiefs of the groups to report to me the members who are leave the group or leave the section. Please report to me so I can remove their names from your group. Okay. At the end of this session, I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah bless you. Ramadan Kareem. May God help me to perform the fasting, fulfill the condition of the fasting, and be good people. Thank you, everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you next week.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor. See you again.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor.
You are free to leave.